it down. Better swim back up and find the access point for the second node.
Wait, damn it. Glad it didn't cut me off.
Just ignite this.
Okay. Oopsies. Swam too far.
According to the map, the second node should be on the other side of the dome.
Some real fighting. Rowers.
Another access point. Should get me to the second node. Refreshing, I guess.
Just shut down the secondary node. No more water for the fountain. No more shows. No one left to appreciate them anyways. I'll never forget the city's grand reopening. The fountains had been bone dry for years. No one believed that it would ever return. So as the first plume arced up in the dome, the music swelling, my heart soaring right along with it. The city gave me a second chance once. Now it had one too.
I won't budge. Maybe that debris is weighing it down. Let's see if that helped. Okay, I've taken care of both nodes. Now I just need to activate the emergency purge at the maintenance station.
Oops. Wrong button.
According to the map, the maintenance stations should be at the south end of the dome. Acid will do a lot of damage. There's red light in that tower, just like at the console I found earlier. That might be the maintenance station. But how to get in? It looks like part of this building collapsed. There might be a way in. Okay, let's see where this leads.
Get some of this first. System shutdown almost done. Only thing left is to power everything down at the control center. So I guess this is it. One final walk down the strip and then the lights out forever. At least I won't be around to see it destroyed. The Odyssey will be well on its way to Sirius by the time the swarm gets here. So my last memory of this place will be empty, a city that's already dead.
I think I'm in the maintenance station now. I just gotta find a console to activate the emergency purge. Should be a console in here. There. Time to try this place out. That did it! Okay. I can deal with that machine guarding the door on the other end of the dome. And once I get past it, I can get to what's waiting on the other side of the door. Poseidon. I guess the purge didn't get rid of all of the water.
One final walk thing I found. Alright. I understand you want me to come back, and I'm missing Jess too, but this is the personal touch. Our competition can shift 100,000 units of VAT grow in one call. You know, the only way we're going to take some of that business is by building relationships. I've got 3 more appointments tomorrow and a good feeling about the first 2. If I land just one of them, it'll be enough to keep the farm going for another few more years. There's one chef, he likes to talk about the way you can taste the difference with real meat. He says it's like homeopathy. The texture and the composition might be the same, but you can taste the imprint of life. Whatever he's talking about, it seems to sell. There's a lot of hollow stars at this restaurant. So, just a few more days, okay? They say if you want to take a gamble, you come to Vegas. Maybe tomorrow our number comes up. So everyone's hollow stars now, huh?
Purge left these machines behind. I could sneak by them. Deal with the big one first. Machine's weak to fire.
I'm gonna kill it. Why? What the hell? This area was like not play tested. I'm gonna save these. Why can't I critical hit? Whatever. Shit. Shit. Oh no. Come on. I don't know how to get the chest part of it. I guess I could do this.
Hearts flying!
Okay. Where did the other one go?
Okay. Poseidon is through there.
Where's the machine though?
Where did that machine go?
Aloy! It's a miracle!
Come on.
Hey, was this you? Did you lower the waters?
Yeah, but there's a new problem. That thing's in our way.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to get the Embers with that around.
As the scrappy band of adventurers beheld the beast, they knew what they had to do.
Run.
What? Are you crazy? Hush now. She saved our Delph.
Okay then. Stay up here and start firing when I engage.
Let me scan it, please.
Places, fellas. Get to that overhang.
Quickly, faster, no?
Shit. Okay. Gonna have to old school break it down. shit, I think it's back. Oh, come on. Turn the other way, please. This game is so difficult with like the way things move. Could not be more obnoxious. Oh god, dude. This is fun. I literally can't move. How did that not hit? Come on, give me a little bit of something, game. Like, I know this is supposed to be difficult, and I know it's a boss, and bosses are hard and whatnot, but like, you gotta throw me at least a bone every once in a while. Like, not putting its tail in like the wall would be great. Or having some predictability with the tail, like it, you know, it can't read that I'm trying to hit it. Oh my god. Just trying to keep it together. Jesus. This battlefield is an absolute crime. God, dude, this... I'm just trying to get to the tail, and it's just not gonna let me do it. Like, it's so erratic. It's cannot be more obnoxious. Just let me shoot its tail, please. Oh my god, that was my bad. I love how well these things can read my motion. I'm out of arrows. Really want that tail. gonna die before I even have a chance to get it. And the fact that like rolling past is not a thing kind of sucks.
Down it goes!
Just whatever.
Aloy! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! You did it!
That's frustrating.
Come on, gentlemen, get a move on.
Like, I know I won, but it feels like I lost. Oh. Okay, well, rude.
You guys all right?
More than all right. We did it! All the embers we could ever want, and it's all thanks to you.
Very, heartwarming. But maybe we can just, grab what we came here for and get out before any more of those things decide to show up.
Now, shard counter. Nothing wrong with a little reveling. Though we should probably let our flame-haired friend get going. I believe she has business down here, does she not?
Right, of course. You need any help?
I can handle it from here.
Very well. Well, we'll start taking some of the embers upstairs. Holler if you need us.
Thanks.
Okay.
I'll need these later, for sure.
This is probably really good gear that I don't have because of these fights being like they are. I wonder on an easier difficulty if they
Siren
move
should
as
be
much.
somewhere beyond this door. Time to bring it home.
I'm gonna look. I'm just curious, like... Quest Pathfinding Explorer, blah blah. Follows... Shake... Maybe it's just really hard to hit it. Hold on.
Okay. Poseidon should be hiding in some kind of processor. I need to find a console to gain access to it. There. I should be able to use that
I can do it. I can't give up on this place. I'm leaving everything on standby. The system equipped to run for decades. If not 100, or if not 100 years, it's a long shot, but maybe someday, against all odds, someone will find this place again, marvel at its light and wonder, discover fortune and boundless opportunity, make it their own dream. After all, if the city can give me a second chance, if the water can flow in a wasteland, anything's possible. Hidden in the AC code is so someone must have inserted it via thermometer or thermostat interface. Pretty funny, actually. You know the hollow ad for the Crave Man Revu over the vodka? Well, their loincloths disappeared. Went on for almost an hour before we shut it down. Chuckles aside, we can't let it happen again. I've been over the environment and Halo systems and they all look okay. On your shift, have a look at the water infiltration code. Hate to think what might happen if the systems were compromised. Would be a lot worse than a few naked Neanderthals on the strip.
I'm here to bring you home, Poseidon. To Gaia. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Poseidon's subordinate function to original code.
Nice.
Okay. Gotta bring this back to Gaia.
System reboot initiated.
Looks like taking Poseidon triggered a restart of the city's power system. Moreland and crew must have headed back up top. Probably others like a carrier, but...
Oh, this is crazy. How do we go back up? Ah, there was a ladder there. We already hit this one, right? Pretty sure we already kind of read those two. Yeah, this is right off the elevator shaft.
I found earlier. Maybe I can catch a ride instead of climbing back up.
Cool. Thank you, game devs.
Whatever she did, it must have powered up the whole city. Oh, the show my old Gramps always wanted.
There's another.
His dream realized, his old Gramps' legacy ensured.
Where's this
Our
going?
hero beheld the sea of desert lights and wept at his good fortune.
When I saw the embers as a child, I never dreamed they could be like this. Thank you, Aloy. Well, did you find what you were looking for?
I did. And now I have to move on.
Oh. Oh. Come back when you can. I got big plans for this place.
I thought you wanted to put on shows with the Embers back in the Claim.
Oh, no. This is the show. Oh, can you imagine? Folks from all over the land coming to take it all in. Plus some food and a nice place to stay.
Not to mention a variety of entertainment venues.
Don't forget, games of chance. Plenty of shards to be had there for certain.
A new dream, huh? I hope you make it happen. Goodbye, gentlemen.
This delve is a story for the ages. All thanks to you.
If Moreland and crew's gonna stay, maybe I should come back and check on them later. For now, I need to get Poseidon back to Gaia. With all the ruins here, might want to look around before I head back. And with my new diving mask,
Yeah, I'll check out the rooms later. Let's
I
finish
can
off this
swim as
quest.
deep as I need to. Like at those deep water sites I found earlier.
Yeah, there's a lot of map clearing we can do. Right now, I want to kind of like hit this story point, so the next time we play, I'm just free to run around for a while. There's contracts here. There's just so much to do on this map.
I see you, champion. Sit, please.
How many rumors do you have, yo?
You shouldn't miss this chance to trade.
A few days ago, I came across a massive bloom of flowers east of the grove. Old Dorica was out there, too. I offered to escort her back to Scalding's Spear, but she refused. She's an accomplished soldier, to be sure. But her spear isn't as sharp as it used to be, if you get my meaning.
If I'm out there, I'll keep an eye out for her.
Don't let the pretty land sink.
Yeah, the next time we'll play, I'll probably do a bunch of side quests. Check something out.
That is focused thing trying to kill me.
Oh, hell yeah.
Not on purpose. Ha!
Any talking points, I guess?
Looks like some of the holograms are working now.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, but I must ask. The woman Varl and Aaron brought in, she's related to you.
It's hard to explain. She's more of a copy.
Good. If she's anything like you, we've just gained reinforcements.
Maybe. You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not sure. Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you there. Getting Ether out of the Grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Hikaro's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
I heard my friend Talana came by the base. Did you get a chance to meet her?
Briefly. A bold woman going into Tenakth territory with that Karja armor of hers. She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just looking for someone who might need her help.
Whoever it is,
A lot of people need my help.
better be worth dying for.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. He fought well against Regala's troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
Why does it say something new? We've seen all this.
I need to go.
On your way then.
Let's see Beta around. She's still downstairs, I wonder.
No good. Door's locked until Gaia can restore access.
Nope, she's good. Okay.
Do you want something?
Kids these days, man, they've got their heads like just buried in their focus, not looking at the world around them, you know? It's just a sad sight.
Welcome back, Aloy. I see you have recovered Poseidon.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it.
Alright.
There. Let's see what we got.
Error. Data missing.
Yep.
I like this one.
I'm back, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy. What would you like to discuss?
So, I guess Beta's here to stay. I gave her a focus. Told her to talk to you to see if she can help. She's not what I expected.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Someone more helpful, I guess. And less pessimistic.
It is true, she overestimated our progress. However, it is also worth noting that her confidence in your abilities emboldened her to escape the Zeniths.
I guess so.
Give her time. She may yet come around.
How's Kotallo doing?
I have detected that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him. In an effort to remedy this, I have discussed a potential solution with him. I believe he will want to fill you in on the details.
A solution? I'll check in with him when I can, then. How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, due to Zoe's perseverance, we may have a workaround.
Yeah, she filled me in. It sounds promising. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying Old World data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism.
Oh no.
She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
How's Erend handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus, after an initial incident.
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess. So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
Fair.
So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here. So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From here, the facility's operators would have been able to observe weather and machine activity in real time. It may be possible to restore more of this room's functionality, should you find and reconnect additional camera feeds.
Okay.
I'll keep a lookout.
Just another quest in the
So
million
Minerva's
quests in
proving
this
lab,
game.
Where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Faro Automated Solutions.
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with too. So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered another AI there, one not related to Zero Dawn. Cyan. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Cyan was cut off from the outside world. An effort by its creators to protect it from the Faro Plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network request, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it. Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about. The processor Aether was installed on was part of an ancient war museum. A memorial to something called the Hot Zone Crisis. Do you know anything about it?
My knowledge of historical events was unfortunately lost with the Apollo database. However, climate data indicates a peak in regional temperatures in the 2030s. Such conditions would see extreme, prolonged droughts, an increase in dust storms, and a loss of habitable landmass.
But they wouldn't have built a museum in the middle of the wasteland. So I guess things got better eventually.
Yes. Data suggests that temperatures returned to average levels in the clawback era of the 2040s.
There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Faro Plague, the US military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the vehicle was part of a pre-automated war fleet.
So they fought against the Faro machines in the valley, until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them. When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city, Stanley Chen. It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths, at their core, have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up. When we were at the facility where we found Beta, there were records that said Far Zenith were researching embryogenesis.
We missed a lot of dialogue.
I know they trade their ectogenic chambers to Zero Dawn, but why were they researching it in the first place?
At this point, we can only speculate. Perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony ship, necessitating such technology. As their goals evolved over time, so did their areas of research.
So they got more selfish as the risks of staying on Earth kept rising. So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world, all working to build the terraforming system while the Faro Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations, at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
I wonder how you write code like
Scared, hopeful, Determined.
I guess you'd have to have like
They
a lot
were
of
hurtling
constructors.
toward technological
they can build their own
achievements on a scale
options.
never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate. Though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
Oh my god, that was a sad story.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia.
That's right, they found her in the desert. I thought we already went over this stuff. I'm pretty sure we went over this stuff.
So the Zeniths are the same people who left Earth. Physically immortal. How'd they figure it out?
From what we know of Far Zenith, it is plausible that prominent geneticists and engineers were offered a place
Maybe
aboard
not.
the Odyssey in exchange for their expertise. Given enough time, technology, and resources, any challenge can be overcome.
Like how Minerva eventually generated the deactivation codes for the Pharaoh Plague.
Exactly.
Okay, but that's still enough talking for now. That was a lot of dialogue. We'll come back.
I should be going.
Goodbye, Aloy.
I'll probably do a bunch of those robot things, then we'll come back and have more conversations. Because we still have this conversation to go.
Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough.
And then?
One day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me. In a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was the liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
Alright, let's go through these.
What else can you tell us about Tilda?
She liked to talk about her paintings.
What about herself?
Sorry.
Did she ever talk
when I
about
hit
her
the
life
mic.
on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that?
She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect.
Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage?
She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses.
You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel?
It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home.
And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it?
To them, it looked like I was still in training. Toiling away. Alone.
So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view?
I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave.
You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files?
Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many.
All
Did it
NFTs.
interest you?
All
I liked
NFTs.
her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis.
Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use?
No. Any information about them was redacted.
Can't wait for that show to exist.
So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is. When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them.
Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
Bailey probably hates seeing Beta because that's like the weakest part of her.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, You were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
Oh, someone wants to play Machine Strike in here.
Well, that's gonna blunt my...
Lots of dialogue. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We are going to save, and we'll come back, do some more dialogue next time. Yeah, getting a little tired. It's getting late, and we've listened to a lot of dialogue. We can go back, do more later. And we've got a bunch of side quests to do. Like, look how many side quests. We got 4 side quests, 4 errands, and like training grounds, rebel outposts. We got it all.
Sit with me, Outlander.
Next time I play, I'll definitely be taking care of some of the side quests. Probably go back in there, play Machine Strike, go ahead and talk to a bunch of people about whatever. This is the low health range. Low. You can actually buy it. Valor Surge Master, low health. I don't really need it right now. Cool, but I don't really need it. Yeah, I own it. Anyways, no, it would say that I own it, right? Let's sell these before I get too many. Good haul. Okay. So many pieces and parts and whatnot. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick save again. And yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. Thanks for coming by, dude, man. Thanks for coming by, Sergeant Nugget. Thank you for all the lurkers. I should be back on tomorrow pretty late at night because I'm gonna go to the gym for a little bit. But I'll see everyone.